this year, you know. It's already, what, 2 hot seat episodes in exactly 1 week? That might be a record. That might be a record. Some say I'm motivated. Maybe it's actually because I'm winning. I've only lost 2 games, you know, unlike last year where I think I only won like maybe 1 because Mr. Samuels is probably arguably the worst captain I've ever played with in my career in Dundee. The guy does not know what he's doing, but we're not here about him. All right? Let's start off today. Talk about the world's greatest bakery, Miguelito Bakery, aka by our brother, our friend, Mr. Roger. Go check them out. Their food's fire. They always take care of us. They take care of Dundee. They take care of other spots. Miguelito Bakery, best in the world. Pan con bistec especial, cortadito, tostada, croqueta, empanada de lechón, everything, all of the above. Go eat it. Now that we got all that political business out the way, let's stretch it for this one. We got the man, the myth, the legend himself, Mr. Tronky. What's up?
What's up? What's up?
How you feeling? Are you ready? Are you ready to break some hearts, man?
Oh, always, man.
I mean, let's just kind of get into it. But you know what? Let's not get into Dundee yet. Let's leave Dundee for the middle part. Let's talk about flag football. You know, the sport we all love, the sport that we all helped build to be an Olympic sport, right? We all did that, right? Do we all get some credit for that too? No? All right, fuck it. But man, you've played for a few teams, right? I need you to help me to educate me because at the end of the day, I know I always say this, and you could get a bunch of clips of the hot seat of me saying stuff like this, but I'm not that educated. Right, I'm a little bit educated, but I can name you 3 teams that you've played for. I could be wrong. IR, correct?
Yes.
ESS?
Yes.
Is Bold City College and ESS the same, or are they different?
No, they're different. That's a pastor in Jacksonville.
All right, so 3. All right, off rip, man. Start, bench, GGs. Who we starting? Who we benching? Who's getting the fuck out of there? Talk to me.
In the terms of like the best
for you,
team,
best organization for you that you've played in. For you.
Well, I'm gonna go Bold City. I'm starting them. There's just a different first is international, which to me is the best. It's the best thing in the world to travel, especially when you get to travel with some of your friends and people you like in flag football. But for sure, Bold City, I start. I got a bench IR. I think Roger's actually been doing a pretty good job of GMing and everything else he does and handles. And then cut ESS, because that shit ended in shambles.
Oh, it ended, huh?
Pretty much.
What happened there?
Just certain people getting more privilege than others. Some people didn't like it as much, and it starts to get old, and people having to pay to play, and others going for free, and everybody values themselves the same, or so it just started to get ugly there for a little bit. I mean, none against none of the guys. The guys were all great, but eventually everybody wanted to start getting all their stuff paid for, and it was something that wasn't going to happen. So for most of these teams to work in that sense, some people got to cough up money, bro. It's just the nature of the game. Not everybody pays to play, and not everybody gets to play for free.
Get you. I'm assuming the players that they pay him to play. Obviously, we're talking about top talent, of course.
Yeah. Like for example, I mean, Duke's like my brother, but he never paid to play, which is nothing against him. But then like I paid to play. Lulu. And when I say pay to play, we're not paying full price. So let's get that out there. We're paying though. So if he would ask for $350, we all had to pay the $350. But then when there's 4 or 5 other players that ain't paying the $350. But we're all winning, and everybody's taking credit for the wins, and it started to get to where it just didn't sit right, And
I'm assuming that you lean towards the side that it didn't sit right.
Yeah. Yeah, like I help out as much as I can, bro. But too, it just gets to a point where you're not gonna keep overpaying to play flag football while others are doing. And then some people aren't appreciative too and appreciate what you would do. Like, we're all grown ass men, bro. Money doesn't grow on trees. Especially me, I got kids, bro. I'd rather give it to my kids than give it away. So
You going forward and playing with team, right? Now I know you're playing with IR. I mean, I don't know the details. I'm not sure. I know Roger sponsors the show, but it's not like I talk to him on a daily basis. So, is that a big factor for you in the future when you play any team that you play for? Maybe you play for another team in the future. We don't know. Is someone paying for you to play?
um it's gonna be something to be talked about. Like, like I said, I help out in a sense and I do my part, but eventually it's gonna come to the point where not as in you don't have to pay me to play, but I don't want to have to overpay to play a tournament, a travel tournament. But yeah, Roger does good. He covers registrations and stuff like that. Like, he's not paying anybody that I know of, but I hope not, because if he is, then he's going to come back to the same thing. But I don't think he is. I mean, I believe in him.
Well,
Trust me, he's not.
breaking news, Mr. Jonathan. We have it here first. No, I'm kidding. No, that'll
Nah,
be.
what happened with ESS, bro? And I try to warn him. You don't want to like lie to people and tell them things and then it not be what it is, because then once you get people a little bit disgruntled and stuff like that, that's when teams start to fall apart. And he has something good going right now where he's been able to win a couple of times, so I think keep it going, just stay honest, and it should be all right.
So at the end of the day, you're just asking for transparency, right? You're just asking him for keep it a buck, keep it 100. Just let us know what's the game plan, what we're doing, and that's it. Because I guess nowadays in the flag community, it's very tough depending on team. I'm seeing a bunch of different team changes. I'm seeing people going from different teams. I'm seeing new organizations being built, or organization being built from a different branch. Now it becomes a different entity in itself. But man, I mean, it's kind of cool that we get to talk about these things, right? Like, we all love football, right? Oh, don't we all in one wish to be a professional football player at one point, right? Like
Yeah,
when we were kids, like dreaming type shit, and then we're literally talking about somebody paying for us, or paying a certain percentage. It's like a scholarship, right? We're getting scholarships to go play in tournaments, to go play across the world, to go play in different cities. Pretty cool.
yeah. I mean, they always told you, right? If you're good at doing something, don't do it for free, right?
There you go. There you go. That's true. That's true.
We all have
Uh,
value.
That's true, man. Very true, man. Especially when you have the credentials to go up and say it, the records essentially from all the wins, all the records broken, all the rings, and it definitely increases in that sense. But overall, right now, when it comes to IR, how do you feel about the team? You think that'll be your home for a long time, or do you see yourself possibly going somewhere else?
Uh, I mean, I like how everything's going right now. We have a good core, and we got a couple other little surprises, a couple people we've added that I think are going to help us in the long run. Because, bro, flag football, you see it in DD, you see it everywhere. People are a bunch of whores. They're going to go play with other people. They'll leave you. They tell you they're playing with you, and then 2 days before the tournament, they're playing with somebody else. So whenever you can find a good set of core guys that are going to stick with you, and obviously they benefit from not having to pay as much and this, that, and the other. But IR right now has something good going, and I think if he keeps it a buck and everything like that, I think it should be around for a while.
All right, man. So I need answers about something. All right. I've spoken about this in Hotseat before. I've heard things. I need to know what happened. I need to hear from you. All right. I've heard it from other people. I've heard it from different sources. I need to hear from you. When it came to that tournament a few years ago, Worlds. I don't know how long ago it was, but I was there. What happened with Team Cuba? Is it true that you snitched on them and got them roster checked?
Bro, I've never snitched on anybody, first of all. Second of all, for you to roster check somebody, you have to play against them. Second, if they would have got roster checked, they wouldn't have been able to play. because the team technically wasn't Cuban nationalists with passports and all that. Brian from ESS did reach out to Natalie and them and said, I want ESS on the Olympic side of the tournament, which is the international side. Well, they wanted to be on the international side. So he called. I told him that's not going to happen. You need to have a passport or whatever. And then he hit me back up and was like, "We're in on the international side." I was like, "Oh shit, great!" I was like, "We get to play against different countries. We don't have to play the same people we always play." Not even an hour later, he hits me back and tells me, "Nah, it didn't last too long. They say we can't do it." He sent me messages from what he told them, from what I know and what I read. I don't know what happened after that. He said they're not a Cuban national team. They're a team from Miami. The lady said, "Oh, we're going to check on that." And she said, even the coaches are from Cuba. After that, he put, "Okay, it doesn't matter. Put us on the Olympic side." Those are the last messages I read. So I don't know what happened after that or whatever, but when we were watching them play and all that, George came, Kakulo came, and he didn't say anything about them neither. Because I know that there was rumors saying that it was George that snitched on them or whatever. He didn't say it to me. So I don't know if he said something, but no matter what, they didn't get snitched on. They still played. They played the whole tournament. They ended up losing to Nas. That's the one that Nas won or whatever. So they didn't get kicked out. Nobody actually roster checked them. You know, Brian from ESS did say that they weren't a Cuban national team, that they were just they were just a travel team from Miami. But, you know, at the end of the day, ESS, when you spoke ESS, you thought what happened, Mama? You thought of Tronky. So I was the face of ESS, so I took the blame for it, and I just never said anything else about it because
Right.
it wasn't my fight, dude. I said I ain't do it. That's all. I didn't feel I needed. I didn't feel I needed to keep talking about it and stuff like that. And then obviously me and John didn't talk for a while or whatever. It was like if we were fighting, and Lulu got involved, and it got a little ugly there for a while. But like, bro, why would I want to hurt Team Cuba in any way? Like, I like those guys. I mean, anything that brings flag football and Miami flag to a better place, like I'm all for it, bro. I wasn't gonna take those people down for no reason. Like I don't have no skin in the game anyway. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't have anything to do with that. But
Let me ask you a question because you might know more about this than me. You said that they wouldn't been allowed to play if they did get roster check, correct?
if they got when you get roster checked, you're kicked out. They kick you out of the tournament.
So wasn't it? This is just I have this a while ago. Didn't certain players not play because of this, and that's why they were allowed to play? I could be wrong. Like I'm not sure if that was an actual thing. Like certain players weren't allowed to play, but they kept on playing.
It doesn't. That's not how it works. I don't know if they just held players back, but no. Like if you get roster check, like right now, me and you are playing against each other. In that you say, "Don't got roster checks," they kick the thing out of that format. There's no ifs, ands, buts about it. If I'm not on the roster, they kick out. So they didn't get if they roster check, they wouldn't. So they did get roster. They had one national side of it, and I'm sure Nas and Nico weren't going to roster check them in the championship game neither. So that didn't happen. I never snitched. There's no need for me to snitch, and I just got the blame of it because at the end of the day, I was the face of ESS. So you thought ESS, you thought Tronky. So I took the blame for it, but nobody actually ever talked to me about it.
No, maybe they were just afraid to confront you about it. I don't know why. It seemed like a simple solution, a simple reason.
Yeah.
But I mean, people are like that. People like to assume certain things, right? But maybe that gets the story told a little bit better. Maybe there is some, quote unquote closure on that topic. It has been a while. I know we're all friends nowadays. I guess. But yeah, let's move on from that and let's talk about the world's greatest league. Even though you've been getting the shitty end of the stick lately. But brother, what the fuck happened, man? How do they trade a top two quarterback right now? Because that's what you are. You're top two, right? In done deal right now. What the fuck? How does that happen? Talk to me. Give us the timeline. How did it happen? When did you find out? If you even knew, if you were surprised, talk to us.
Um, I didn't know. He did call me before it was announced, and he just told me, "Oh, don't hate me. Um, I traded you for Baca," and I mean, I was a little upset because I didn't feel. I'll do it in a little bit. I didn't feel they got better. Like Baca wasn't playing great from what I've seen. I didn't think they got better, but at the end of the day, I just came back to DD. I should have known better. I've gotten a little bit better when it comes to DD and knowing players and drafting and stuff like that, but I should have traded his ass. That was my fault. I knew that he gave me the best value. I should have traded him and Nick Q and gave myself a better opportunity. But he told me he wasn't going to trade me, and that the only way he would trade me was if he were to get Beaky and Nico. And in all honesty, if he would have done it for either one of those two, like I can't even be mad about it because they bring a lot more value to DD than I do. So I give them their props, and I would have not. I just believed him when he said he wouldn't trade me for, if it was just one of those two guys, he would do it. I got DD, bro, and I'm just more mad about, which is what I said jokingly. I said it to like Andres and stuff like that, but like fuck these people saying that that they're gonna get better. Like they feel they're gonna get better. Like you shouldn't even voice an opinion if you're not gonna be there week 3. And Flacco's not gonna be there week 3. Why should you have an opinion on if we're gonna be better or not when you're not gonna be there and we gotta go 5 hard with 2 tier 5s and me as a tier 6 defender. So we're not going to be better that week, We're going to be worse, and now possibly going 0-3 that week unless I can fucking come up with two or three ties. So yeah, I didn't know Pablito was trading me. I didn't think he would trade me. I thought he would try to trade Marley and Nick Hugh, or Carlos's value had to have gone up. The guy has fucking 30 some catches or whatever. So I thought maybe he would try to move Carlos in one of the lower tiers. I had been telling him to try to move, one of the two tier 2s with Nick Hugh at least. And he told me he was trying, but I think he was lying. I don't think he tried. I think he just wanted to play with Baca. And I personally don't think that they got better. I personally don't think they made the playoffs.
So you should have made a move at the end of the day. That was your fault. But the way that I see it, as somebody in your skill set, somebody of your caliber, someone that it's a big name in the flag world, big name in football, regardless where you get drafted and done deal. You should have known better. You should have literally used your pieces around you to make a trade. Like as soon as when I played against you guys, I just saw it and I'm like, all right, this team's not it. It's not doing it. You have Nick Q, which I was covering. The guy was running like maybe at negative 30 miles per hour. It was that bad, and there was just no chemistry. There was always arguing, refereeing, bad reffing, whatever the case may be. It just wasn't flowing. I think you needed to have an idea. You needed to get in contact. You needed to go above and beyond and essentially make those moves. I think you were just waiting for Pablito to maybe move something around you, but we're actually thinking that he would move you.
Yeah, that 100%. I knew. As soon as he drafted the team, I told him that team wasn't going to work. And I told him that from the get-go. I said, first, just based off the couple times I've played in DD, I knew that defensively, for me to be successful, we need a good rush. And We didn't have that. According to him, Nick Q is amazing. He can cover tier 3 and tier 4s without a problem. Just can't.
Well, wait. Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Sorry to interrupt you, sir.
Go outside, guys. And then, yeah. And then he told, like, this, I don't know if he really said it or not, dude, but I don't know if this was Baka brainwashing him or not, but he said that Jeezy is better than JJ. And I was like, dude, am I becoming one of these delusional dudes now where I just can't evaluate talent anymore? Or
I think you're onto something, sir. I think you nailed it. You just said it. This is Baca brainwashing Pablito. It's exactly what happened. It's exactly what happened. He wanted out of the whole Texan situation. He probably cooked all this up low key, hit him up on the side. He's like, hey bro, we're boys, right? Let's just play together. Now let's make up this bullshit. Let's fucking create this narrative because the two things that you just said about Yeezy and Nick Q, I think you're dumb. And I don't think you're dumb. But right now you sound dumb because it's coming out of your mouth. So I have to think you're dumb.
yeah, no, there's no, trust me, I don't believe that. Like I said, I didn't draft a team. He called me and asked my opinion on some of the guys. I told him that I didn't think I wanted Molly. I didn't want Nick Q. When he got Nick Q, I told him Molly's a way better player, bro. Get Molly. I think he'll help us out a little bit more. This, that, and the other. He was like, Nick Q. He got Nick Q. And I don't have anything against Nick Q. It's just, bro, DD is about matchups, which I'm good at doing that. I can exploit matchups, but I need to have them. And if I don't have matchups, what the fuck can I exploit? And
Right.
I was explaining that to him. We talked. I mean, dude, I literally, like I said, it's on me. I should have traded him, but fuck, I barely had a chance, dude. I had my little 2-hour drive home where I was able to.
Wait, did you get traded in those 2 hours?
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like,
You didn't even make it home.
I barely got to think about what happened. Like, I fucking, I was driving home, this is a business meeting. Get your ass out of my room. So I was able, I got home, literally. I got home, I took a shower, I went to my sister's house for dinner, and Paulito called me and told me I got traded. I barely had an opportunity to think about how bad we just were. Like, you guys kicked our ass, bro. Like, it was, and I knew it. I was like, fuck, like, we couldn't even, the pick was terrible. Like, whatever, that's a bad play on me. The score looked a lot worse than what it was, but you guys went up and down the field on us like if it was nothing. And I told him that. I was like, JJ can't rush these guys. But you're putting JJ in a position to fail. And then you say the guy's not good. He can't rush David. A lot of people in the league can't really rush David.
Right.
So you're the captain, you set up JJ to fail. And then you blame everything on, like, we can't stop anybody. Well, we had 6 stops week 1 when it was just us 5 strong with no Nick Q, and we played good teams. So we beat the Texans 4-1, we beat the Ravens 4-1, and we had like 4 stops on the Vikings. I just played bad against the Vikings. It was, first week, first game.
I mean, for you to stop the fucking Vikings 4 times, that's impressive. The Ravens, not that impressive. Texans, whatever. But Vikings, that's pretty good.
We stopped the Vikings even if it's just 3 times. Like, I can't remember exactly, but for us to stop the Vikings 3 times shows that we can at least play a little bit of defense. Once Nick Q got in the mix and the rotations, and even that, we had open rotations in games. And like against you guys, I tried not to play defense the first like 2 drives, but there was nobody that can call a defense on our team neither. So, I mean, that's on me, I guess, But whatever, it is what it is. I got DD'd.
You got DD'd, you said it. I like that. I don't. This is. I forgot what you said in the chat that I appreciated. I don't know what you said, and I gotta go back after this. But it seemed like you maybe you learned now. Like now you get it. Like, all right, cool. Like we understand what the deal is here, because another thing that I kind of want to segue into is what's going on with this trade now that just happened today with the whole Peña thing, right? Oh, wow. And I've been hearing a lot of different opinions. And do I think it's a good trade? It depends how you think about it, right? I think the Packers are geniuses. Like, how can you get mad at the Packers? Like, how can you get mad at Kevin and Piki? You can't. You can't. You can't, because if you were put in that position and you got to have that team, or you got that offer, or you sent that offer, why wouldn't you do it? Maybe other people are hating on the other side of it, or because of how stupid maybe people think Ace is, or how stupid the rest of the teammates that agreed to it as well. But it just goes to show, like, man, you have to respect good GM skills, and bro, not to like fucking go on here and just suck them off. Sorry for, excuse my French, but like, dude, it was beautiful, like beautiful football, beautiful GM skills. Like, that's what I love about Dundee. When people not abuse the system, but understand the system, understand how to speak to people, understand what it is to get these teams the way that they are. And bro, I'm sorry, but that team right now, on paper, at least on paper, filthy. One of the top five done deal team of all time that I've ever seen, for sure.
It's a scary team. I'm not even gonna discredit Ace's bitch ass as much, because I offered him something and his sorry ass didn't want to do it with me, but then he goes and blesses Beaky, who they're not even fucking like. If the guy doesn't even like you, and you go and at least you could have fucking saved me. But whatever. I get Ace doing what was best for Ace in the scenario he was put in. It was the best offer Ace got, from what I understand. So you can't be mad at Ace for doing something that was he had to get rid of Pena. The guy fucking threatened him, did all the other dumb shit that he was doing, and it's fucking disgusting what Pena did too. I don't know what the guy thinks he's fucking King Kong or something, but what Pena did was disgusting. Ace had to get rid of him. The team agreed to get rid of him. So it is what it is. He got the best he can get for what he had, I think. I think that when you look at it like that, it makes sense. And then I look at it also as, to me, Robinson and Brian, I don't know both of them. It's hard for me to judge them. But from like a athleticism wise, they look the same. They kind of play the same, I would say. So to me, that was kind of almost like a wash a little bit. But Peña to Peña, that's major. That Vic to Brandon that's tremendous.
This is from a football aspect, from like X and O's thing. Peaky now has a legit number one, in my opinion, in the Dundee world. He has a legit number one that because Kevin's been balling, right? And he's been playing well. And who knows? Like, people could, if it was Brian and Kevin, you could arguably put the best defender to cover Kevin. You could arguably put the best defender to cover Brian. It really didn't matter. But now you got to put your best defender on Peña.
Yeah.
And it becomes scary.
Happy to do it for you. No, it's like I said, I've learned when it comes to DD and stuff like that, I didn't realize how valuable Kevin was to DD too. But the guy is fucking good, bro, especially in DD. And
very good.
Now, the number one having to cover Peña and him being covered by 2s and 3s is going to be scary. Peaky being mobile, like, you still have the other fast Robinson. And then, bro, it's going to be... And besides all of that, the trade value, if he were to fucking move, it's going to be crazy.
Word around the street, man. I mean, I'm not trying to ruin no one's plans, but this might not be Peña's last home. I'm hearing some crazy shit.
Yeah, you already... Listen, when you have value like that in DD, you almost can't get mad. Like, you would almost... If I was touchable... Peña's touchable, bro. Like, come on. Like, if I can be moved and there's very few of me, like, imagine what a number one receiver can do to a lot of these teams, especially teams right now that are middle of the pack trying to contend and stuff. Like, how about that Peña can put you over the edge.
So I kind of want to end it with this, and maybe you could give your 2 cents in at the end of this. You said something that I just remember now. You were saying that it was the best offer that Ace got. I get that. But let me ask you a question, Tronky. When did we finish playing Dundee? Week 2.
Week 2.
Yeah. When was that?
Saturday.
What day is today?
Today is Tuesday.
This is how I see it.
He could
I
have
feel
hold.
like you hold up a bit. I'm not an expert. I haven't been put in this position. Okay, so I don't know. I'm just giving my opinion. You hold up a bit. I get it. You have a disgruntled. That's Peña's
Yeah,
fucking word of the fucking day, right? You have disgruntled member in camp going ham. Oh, whatever. You know, King Kong, fucking pissed off and shit. And you're just gonna give in that quick? You're just gonna call GG's? Have his ass fucking drop. Worst case scenario, if he really is not gonna have him drop, and you'll get a fucking dog.
yeah,
You'll get a fucking dog. But you know what it is? Is that whole pressure. It's the thing, hearing in your ears, people getting to you. Oh, let's do this. Oh, I want to look cool. Now I'm the captain. My team voted me and this and that. Not a lot of people are not meant for this shit. What I mean is that they're not meant for this shit. They're not leaders. They're not. They don't understand what it is to have pressure. They don't know what it is to manage. They don't know what it is to lead other people. So that's literally what happened here. I feel like he felt like Ace felt like he had no choice, right? But he had choices. He had options. I don't know who he was talking to. I don't know if he did this himself. But man, patience wins championships, bro. And he was not patient here. And obviously, they ain't winning no championship. Your last
nah,
2 cents on this?
yeah. I'm on the same boat as you. He could have been a little bit more patient. He could have weighed his options a little bit more. Like at the end of the day, what can Pena really do? And like you said, bro, if Pena would have dropped, the value there was so
You
good.
trade that. You trade that empty value. You trade that
Yeah,
empty value for another player.
yeah.
But whatever, GG's. All right. So, Donkey, you get to be a part of a new segment. All right. Here in the hot seat, we have something now called Mean Tweets. So, a few of your fellow colleagues in Done Deal were asked anonymously, right? I can't tell you who, but you could definitely guess who said these mean tweets. I don't know if you've seen. I don't know if it's was it Jimmy Kimmel that does it? I forgot who does it. They do these things where someone tweets, says something about our guest, aka you, and let's try to guess who said this. You won't know. I won't tell you. Maybe it gets released in the chat who said it. Maybe it doesn't. But just want to get your reactions on this. All right, I'm gonna read them one by one. You ready?
Yes, sir.
All right, here we go. Bing, 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 bing. Hot seat. Mean tweet edition. Tronky must hate his wife a lot. I don't know anyone else that would drive 2 hours on Saturdays to go play with the garbage Baca drafted.
Holy shit.
Any guess on who said that?
uh, I really can't guess.
It's gonna be tough, so I might not even ask you to who guessed these.
Yeah, it's a good one though.
All right, got some of these suck, some of these are good. All right, I've never seen Troki so defeated and upset since he lost to French team at Worlds.
That's Kevin.
All right, next one. Wait, I'm confused. I thought DD Illuminati are the ones that hate Tronky, yet his friends don't know his name. Is Jonathan Cruz and couldn't place a bid on him in the QB keeper draft.
I don't know.
That's actually a good one. That's a valid one. That's like some like, yo, like.
Hey, bro, before you read the next one, just so you, this is funny as fuck. My nephew is 21, and I would say like 5 years ago, or not 5 years ago. Let's say like 8 years ago. My wife calls me Jonathan, and we were at the house, and she said Jonathan, and my nephew literally looked at her and said, "Who's Jonathan?" Nobody calls me that shit, dude. Everybody.
Oh my god! All right, bro. So this is not only like a football friend thing. This is literally a family shit, bro.
Like Jonathan Cruz barely exists.
Oh shit! This one's interesting. All right. Tronky reminds me of Dario a lot. Both have the same build, and neither can win in Done Deal.
I mean, fuck, dude. At least games, bro. Like, I mean, before you get to the next tweet, like, I get it. I haven't won the big game in Done Deal, but dude, I've only played 1, 2, 3 seasons. This is my 4th season. I lost in the championship and lost to the Giants, who won the championship and won. And then I had a terrible one, but I missed a week, and I get that. And then I've played in like 5 tournaments and lost in 2 ships. Like, dude, At least I'm fucking there. I just haven't, won the big game yet.
Not trying to compare you to Peaky, but you're a big name in Done Deal in the sense you're a big name in the flag world. Peaky took him a while to get over that hump to get that
Yeah.
star. Took him a while. Took him a while. Took him a while. Took him a while.
Like I get the comparison to me and Beaky, but if you compare how many seasons it took Beaky to win, like, dude, I've played 4 seasons. If you compare like how many tournaments, I've only played 4 or 5 tournaments. Like I don't play all year long DD. I can't because the days don't line up for me most of the time. But I don't play as much as everybody else. Like there's so many people that barely fucking win in DD and play it all the time.
Right.
So
I hear you.
Read the next tweet.
All right. Tronky is overrated. Couldn't even beat a tier 4 QB on the world stage with equal talent. What? I didn't get that one. Do you get that one?
I don't get that one, but whoever said it is a fucking moron. Anybody, if you put me at quarterback and you can say who's at quarterback, you give us the exact same players and the exact same defense, I win every game. With the exact same players, exact same defense, I'm winning every game. And I will do that with a bunch of quarterbacks. Whatever quarterbacks you put there, right now I'm probably still top 5 quarterback in the world. And especially with equal talent.
Valid. Next tweet. Tronky's narrative is he doesn't win his hometown tournaments. So he's an overseas Virginia and North Carolina guru, but yet he just flew to Europe to lose a tournament. How crappy was that flight back?
What tournament did I lose in Europe?
You lost against the French team when you went to Spain. Was it Spain?
Spain, yes. Yeah, I mean, hey, you win some, you lose some, but you live to fight another day. But I don't know what they say I don't win at my hometown because who just won Lulu's last tournament? The last little red zone piece of shit tournament I played in. Well, we lost to Nas the one before that, but the one before that I won it too. Like
I haven't heard about a red zone tournament in a while.
Yeah, that fucking shit's terrible. That's the worst fucking like. I wouldn't even waste my time playing in them shits. Like, it's worthless. It really is worthless, dude. I literally played the first round of the playoffs, beat a team, 2 players from that team went and played on the next team that I played on, beat them. Then a player from that team went and played on the team I played in the championship, and I'm just sitting there like,
did I just play?
Yeah. I was like, this is fucking ridiculous, dude. Like, you can just jump from team to team. I had players asking me, "Hey, can I play with you?" I was like, dude, I have a full team and we just beat you. Like, why would I pick you? Like, I don't understand it. I thought that, like, respect the tournament. Like, fucking play with your team, and when you lose, go home. Like, it's a joke, dude. Red Zone's a joke.
GG's Red Zone. Last tweet. I don't know why Tronky's mad at rats in DD when the biggest rat is on his squad destroying his Top Gun team.
Biggest rat is on my squad destroying my Top Gun team.
No idea who they're referring to.
Roger, I think. The biggest rat will be Roger, I'm assuming. But he's the one that's building it, so I don't know. It is what it is. Some of the tweets were good. Some of them were ass. Some of y'all suck.
Yeah, this was good though. I like some of those. Some of these were fire.
Yeah.
All right, so I kind of wanted to touch on one more thing, and then we're gonna move on to a different segment. Officially a veteran in Done Deal, right? You've been through it. You got the deed. You did all these things.
Mm-hmm.
You have a staple, right? And your staple is, man, when you throw them dots, when you throw those TDs, man, you do these things. We're not the NFL, so we can do it here. Pop, pop. You know what I'm saying? You pull that thing out, man. What happened to the guns, man? Where have they been?
I was saving them. Yeah, I was saving them. Now we're going to be an open carry state, so they're going to start coming out a little bit more often.
brother. Those things are loaded. We'll say that right now. Those things full extra clip. Well, you only got four. You only got four bullets, but it's loaded.
They're coming, man. Like I said, bro, I was just trying to play the game and trying to learn my team and shit like that. And nobody was really talking shit to me too. So I guess there's a little bit more respect in a sense too. So again, a lot of times it takes a little bit for me to get going. Somebody talking shit and stuff, but yeah, it's
What are your plans with Flacco? What are your plans with Flacco now, man? Like, how's that situation gonna work out?
I mean, he reached out to me and told me just to give him a heads up wherever I was sending him. Obviously, he knows that he's a DD veteran. He's been around forever, and if I can get, obviously, I know I'm gonna lose a little bit. I'm not an idiot, but if I can get somewhere I feel the value is there, at least, I would rather be full squad than going 5 hard and having to play defense with, me, JJ, and AJ. So, yeah, I'm entertaining offers, and we'll see what happens, bro. But he's on the block. I mean, it's not a secret. Like,
right.
Everybody have to try to ship him. I have to try to save what Baca, what Baca did was terrible. Why the fuck would you even draft him so high knowing he's missing week 3? Or was he just so high on himself he thought he would be better off than what he is? Because that shit was terrible. And then now and that's the worst thing about the whole trade was that I didn't give a fuck. It was week 2. I don't care about being 2-4. I felt like I could get out of that hole. But missing Flacco week 3 is fucking huge, And even if I go 0-3, I still feel like I have a good chance of bouncing back because I think I do have, I'll be able to create matchups with the team I have now, but it also depends on the schedule and stuff like that, see what we got left. I know on the Oilers side of it, he's fucking blessed. We've played, we already played you guys. We played a couple of the better teams, and we got out of it with a nice record, so they're good on that end, and I think I'm the opposite. I think I gotta play.
We haven't played the Texans yet, so
yeah, I think I gotta play a bunch of the hard teams. So it is what it is, bro.
Hey, fuck it, man. Makes your story better. That's how I see it. Makes your story
That's
better.
What it is. Gives me something to. It gives me something to look forward to. Like now, my whole goal is that I want to make the playoffs, and I want them not to. So
all right, man. Just keep we play again. Just keep that shit holstered. All right. Just keep that shit holstered. Yeah. All right. So we're gonna have a special guest here. He's not gonna be live, but he has something for us. It's gonna be called "Keeping It G" by Mr. Gerson himself. Very unfiltered person. Talks a lot of shit. Has been in Done Deal as many seasons as I've been. Maybe I have 1 or 2 because he's missed some seasons. But Mr. Gerson himself has a video for you to see real quick. Don't you want to get your reactions? It's going to be happening on a week-to-week basis with our guests. We're going to get their live reactions. So, Andres, cue the video.
What up, DD? It's your boy G. Recently, I've been getting a lot of messages from some of you guys, asking me to provide some content, asking for my opinion, comments, certain individuals in DD. I guess you guys want my unfiltered take on some of these guys. And I was like, I got a few minutes here, just relaxing, recovering after the gym. So, I was like, what? I'll be happy to oblige, appease the league, appease the masses. So overwhelmingly, for whatever reason, the most popular individual that you guys want me to talk about seems to be Tronqui. So I guess we'll talk about Tronqui. I'll give you my honest, keeping it G opinion on Tronqui and his career here in DD. I'm not gonna go in and beat the dead horse on the current narrative that is Tronqui in regards to his play outside of DD, his career outside of DD, in which that he's only been successful with horses and Lulu, and outside of that, he really hasn't done much, especially here in DD. But it's true, I mean, people say it for a reason, at a certain point, it just becomes the status quo. At least within DD, he really hasn't shown to be that elite level quarterback that, rises up, through adversity, that elevates his teammates, elevates his players around him. All I've seen is just, pretty average play, pretty mediocre play, playing down to the competition or playing at the competition, especially playing at the level of his teammates. Definitely doesn't make his teammates any better from my opinion. And the self-proclaimed one of the better quarterbacks, not only at DD but just in flag in general. That's not the kind of caliber of player that I see, and the caliber of play that I've been seeing from Xxii throughout his career here in DD. And nothing could be more evident than this season. We're not even a third of the way through the season, and he's already been shipped out, all right, to the Houston Texans for a bag of cashews, a Slim Jim, and the end piece of a blunt, like the little roach. It's kind of what Xxii reminds me of. I don't know why, but I don't know. That's just the first thing that came to mind. So he's been shipped out, bro. So, I mean, you don't do that to elite quarterbacks, championship pedigree quarterbacks, right? Those guys, that's not what happens to them. But nonetheless, they shipped his ass out. Kind of been playing the victim lately this season, from what I take it. DD's against me, the Illuminati, blah, blah, blah. Listen, those are all excuses, bro. All right? Winners find solutions to win and excel. Okay? Losers only give excuses. Okay? So let's get rid of that loser mentality. All right? Let's get that winner mentality. All right? Now you got a clean slate here in the Texans. Prove to not only me, okay, but some of your other critics out there that Xxii is elite status. When we talk about like the Nikos of the world, the Pikis, the Joans, you know what I'm saying? Guys that have persevered through adversity, that despite the roster, elevate their peers and come up with dubs, championship, MVPs, break records, because I don't see none of that from you. And you're supposed to be, bra, papo, arriba ahí, el tigre. And all I hear is just a bunch of whining, crying, DD, this, that, or the other. I mean, this may be your last season. I don't know. I mean, the way it's turning out, you might just retire from DD, starless, 0 records, really not much to go on. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know, man. We'll see. We'll see. I wish you the best in the Texans. Hopefully you could prove us wrong. But, yeah, man, just keeping it G, brother.
Talk to me.
I don't know which G is more delusional, him or the other one. But first of all, I have not been saying Illuminati ni pinga this whole season. You haven't seen me say, like, he must be confusing me with Willie right now. But Willie was the one that was saying DD, this, that, and the other. Like, I haven't fucking complained about DD being against me or anything like that. I haven't said anything. And I'm at the top of the leaderboards in completion percentage. I'm in the top 3 in touchdown passes. Like, so what the fuck makes you elite? Numbers make you elite, right? My numbers don't lie. So whatever. I mean, everybody is entitled to an opinion. It's good for the show. I like it. But what better way to get ratings than to rank on me, or try to say But I mean, it is what it is, dude. He has a point. I haven't done anything in DD, like I said. I mean, I haven't won the star. I haven't won the chips, but bro, I've been in the games. I was like, and in a season, you can't compare me to Nico and Piki and them. Those guys are way better defenders than I am. We're not the same when it comes to that. Like that's if you had a season where the quarterbacks couldn't play defense, you wouldn't be talking about Tronky and Piki are the same, but my numbers would be better than his. That's for sure. But yeah, defensively, all these quarterbacks that the Davids, the Chris D's, and all of them, like, bro, they're tier one defenders. Like, what do you expect? They're gonna be better than I am. I'm a fucking tier six defender. Like, I understand DD enough to know that now. You know, and I don't believe that he says that I don't make my teammates better. Go ask all the teammates I've ever played with. I guarantee you they've had more fun and have gotten better playing with me than they have with other people. That's for sure. I made Gary look like he his numbers were up there, and it was. And I'm not saying Gary's not good, but he didn't do it when he went to Perla. Like I mean, the same shit where they say that I only win with horses outside of this. Bro, those guys have all played with other people. CP, they have all played with other people. Lulu played with G's. What happened to Lulu when he was with G's? Duke plays with other people. He's played with other people. You don't see him in championship pictures that Tronky ain't in. So who's the denominator? Is it Tronky or is it the horses?
Or is it Jonathan Cruz? No, I'm kidding.
Or Jonathan Cruz. But look at the same scenario. Like, we won half, whatever you want to say, the half shit we won when the French beat us, but Lulu wasn't there for that. When we won in Orlando and shit like that too, that IR that Roger took IR to Orlando or whatever, and we won that. Like, Lulu wasn't there, Duke wasn't there. Like, bro, it was me, Flacco, Willie, Pie. Like, we did have YG and Velt. But Velt was like, he had like a bone bruise on his knee. Like, it wasn't as Velt as always, but still, it's the same thing that the narrative is always I only win with studs, but these studs play with other people. Why don't they win when they play with other people? Obviously, I have something to do with it.
Valid. Might be the common denominator. Who knows?
I'm in all the pictures, bro. That's all I know.
Hey, smile. I'm waiting for you to get that star, though. Let me know when you win. Let me know when you get in there. Well, I'll probably be taking the picture. No, once you get that, I'm telling you, once you get that, it's a different feeling. You'll be there. You'll be there soon. Just kind of wanted to end it with one question that I have for you, and then obviously we always end the hot seat with guests asking me one question. So start thinking about that now, Mr. Willie from the Lions, right? Does he really think that Done Deal's out to get him? Does he really think that there's some type of collusion? Does he really think that there's something against him? I'm assuming you're close to him. I'm not. I don't know him at all. So I just kind of want to know before I make my my own assessment.
Willie's one of my best friends. I don't think he really feels that DD is against him. I think he's coming into it the same way I did originally and not understanding it and shit like that. And then it starts to feel like certain shit, when certain shit doesn't go your way, then you start going against, it's this, it's that. But I don't think he does feel there's certain people that don't like him, but that's here nor there. I don't think he feels that the league in general is not is against him. I just think he's had some stuff to go against him, and he didn't know how to argue it and defend himself in the sense like the market. Like, he could have picked up Marcus for Store because Marcus came in for like shit like that. Like, he came in as a tier 4, this blah 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 whatever. He doesn't know any of that, and he doesn't know anything about DD. And I guarantee you he'll be back. I mean, I'm sure he's out to prove a point. He feels undervalued already. People love to talk shit about him. that he's not good and this, that, and the other. And I think the type of personality he has, he's not gonna want to go out like that. So I'm sure whatever happens this season, Willie will be back because he'll
Okay.
be back to a point. But I don't think that he thinks you guys are against him. Like, he might feel some people in the DDPA are
Okay.
not, for him in a sense. But who literally can go to the DDPA and feel like everybody there is for them? Like, you're always gonna feel some type
There's
of
always
way
gonna be
about.
something. Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't think that he feels that in a league in general. I just think he feels, that shit just hasn't gone his way, bro. The guy he drafted a team, and then ended up having to get, somebody play quarterback, and he didn't feel too comfortable with that person, and then now
Yeah. Bench his ass.
he's stuck between a rock and a hard place, doesn't know what the fuck to do.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I had my opinions, but then I started hearing around, and people actually told me, "Oh, he really thinks that you guys are against him. Oh, he really thinks that you guys are colluding against him, or that you guys don't fuck with him, whatever." I was like, dude, you're delusional. I don't know what to tell you, bro. All right, you got the shit under the stick, bro. There's adversity. There's shit that you have to fucking tackle on and fix. You're the captain. Figure it out. Figure it out. Show me what you're made of.
Yeah, so this is his first DD season, right? If I'm not mistaken.
As a captain for sure. As a season,
I
I'm
think
pretty
he came
sure.
with somebody one time, but that shit doesn't count.
Yeah, like the full on, probably. Yeah.
Yeah, this is his first full season, bro. And he was a fucking captain at that, and bro, it ain't easy, dude. I know that for a fact. I told him. Me and him talked the other day about it. I told him, bro, I came in fucking hot. I came in. We go to the championship, lose. The next year I come, I think the shit's a fucking cakewalk, and I got fucking slapped in the face real fast. I let somebody draft for me pretty much. I listened to people I didn't know who I was drafting, and the team was a fucking disaster. And it was a fucking eye opener for me. Then the next season after that, I came back. We did really well. I was able to trade for. Before I traded for Lulu, the team was good anyway. But I traded for Lulu, lost to the Giants in overtime. They ended up smacking Joe on in the championship.
Yeah.
You know, you learn, you live and you learn in DD. That's for sure. I think he's, he's learning right now how DD
Facts.
is.
Definitely learning, going to the trials and tribulations at least. But hey, man, if you need some guidance, need some questions to answer, I'll consider myself to be very unbiased. Hit me up whenever. If you don't, then figure it out, brother. I don't know what to tell you, man. It is what it is. GG's. Now, Mr. Tronky, great show. I appreciate you coming on. Any last words? Any question that you have for me as we like to end the show?
Well, I want to thank you for bringing the show back because I heard that there wasn't as many shows last year, or because I can't even remember what season was it I played or whatever. But I mean, this is, even talking with Willie, this is one of the things I told him was good about DD was, the trading, the little shows, like even G's little segment right now, like it's just cool. It brings in shit. Like, I love being able to have something to listen to and stuff while
Got 2 hours to
driving,
drive.
and shit like that. So I mean, I'm glad you brought the show back and all that. Yeah, question for you. I was gonna say who's the worst captain you've ever dealt with, but you already said Marley.
No,
Hey,
Peanut. Not Jesus. The other
Big P.
Peanut.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that guy was a fucking disaster. He fucking destroyed me in the.
Oh no! Trust me, guys. The thing is, guys, they don't know I can play quarterback. Like, we're good. We're good. But they don't know. They don't know I can play quarterback. We're good. Trust me, guys. I know plays. Just run your route. Just trust me. They don't know I can play quarterback. Bro. Oh my god.
You seen what I had to deal with in the. I had 3 guys fucking passed out. I guess that's my
Oh my
fault too.
god. I had to intervene there, bro.
But you see what I mean? Like, that team, almost like I gave them a game with 3 guys dying. Like, that's my fault. Like, bro, what do you want me to do? I drafted these guys. I mean, how am I supposed to know they're gonna fucking die? Like,
Yeah, that was crazy. That was nuts. That was nuts. I don't think I've seen that in a while. I'm used to one, but then when three people are on the floor, like, what do I do as a ref? Like, I want her to be competitive. I don't want her to be whack either. You know?
yeah. But all right, one
Uh,
question, because I remember you asking me this question the last time I was on the hot seat. Who's the most overrated player in DD?
Overrated player in done deal. Fuck. I think Vinny sucks, but I don't know if he's overrated. Uh, I don't get him. It's funny because I think I've said this before, and if I haven't, I really don't care because it's my show and I can do what I want. But I was going on YouTube, right? And then I think I told Andres this. I was going on YouTube, and I see somebody or I see a team or like a flag football game. I don't know what it was. I click it because I love YouTube, right? And then I see that Vinny's playing quarterback, and Vinny has a nasty first half, bro. I think he's playing against Hoosh. I could be mistaken. I'm like, wait, I know that guy. That's Vinny. He had a great first half. I think they're leading or something like that. And then I'm like, I don't know who I texted or I called him like, yo, Vinny's actually doesn't suck. Like, he looked good. And then I could be mistaken. And then in the second half of the game, he didn't do shit. So we get back here in done deal, and mind you, Vinny, I don't know you, bro, but you're probably cool, but you just seem like a dick to me. Like all the time, like I don't know what it is. You're always complaining about something. You're always bitching about something. I don't think I've ever seen you smile in your life. Everybody's like against you for some reason. I don't know what it is, bro. Like prove me wrong, or maybe one of these days be like, yo, CP, like I don't know, or maybe you don't care. You probably don't. I mean, not like I care. Obviously, I don't. But like, bro, siempre hay algo contigo, bro. Like there's always something with you. Like bro, like smile, bro. Maybe throw more touchdown passes. Stop throwing interceptions. I don't know what to tell you, but yeah. I think he's overrated. I think he should definitely be like a tier bottom of tier 4, maybe. But that's my fault, I guess, right? Because I do the rankings. Huh?
I mean, well, he brings value, because he can throw a football and
You just said it. He can throw a football. Good job. Great job. You said it correctly.
Yeah, he makes a lot of questionable decisions.
Yeah.
When it comes to playing the position. But
he has the arm talent. I've seen him make crazy throws because he's beaten us. He's beaten me before in my teams, and I'm like, wow, I'm impressed. But lately, I don't know.
He has all the abilities, and that team is good. I'm surprised that they're not. The team is athletic as shit.
Yeah, that is what it is. I mean, Roger almost beat him, tied him.
I watched that game. That was rough.
Yeah, that was rough. But yeah, man, thank you for coming on the hot seat. I appreciate it. As you can see, guys, this is definitely a different year. I am going to stand by this, and I'm going to stand my ground. This is the hardest show to do. If not the second hardest, because Ace, Peñas, and Ernie shows is definitely a very difficult show. Done Deal Live, arguably our favorite show, but it's like ESPN Sports Center. That's just easy as fuck. You just talk about recap on a day-to-day basis. I challenge everybody this year when it comes to the voting to really sit back and look at how difficult these shows are, the time that people make, whether it's Done Deal Live, whether it is Ace's show, whatever it is, any fucking pick'ems, whatever, even Andres going out there and doing these things. Really analyze and don't vote off favoritism, right? Because this year I'm bringing the fucking heat. I'm letting you guys know. All right, I'm winning. I'm 4-2 right now. David, don't fucking trade me, because then there's gonna be no fucking hot seat. So the league is fucked. So yeah, I'm holding the league hostage if David trades me. But yeah, man, really concentrate when you vote and really understand how challenging these shows are and how difficult it is to number one, get a guest that's gonna bring good content, but number two, keep you guys entertained with all the shit talking and seeing everything that's going on. Any last words, Roki?
No, man. Just again, thank you for doing the show. Thank you for having me on it. I think you guys do a great job, all of you guys, all the shows. It brings life into DD.
100.
So I appreciate y'all.
All right, shout out to Miguelito Bakery, world's greatest bakery. Thank you, Roger. Appreciate you. GG's.
GG's.